Welcome back, Fun Fam. And if you're brand new to the channel, welcome in to follow the Bradley's Fun. This is the Daily Dish. And I hope that wherever you are, you're having a phenomenal day. Good morning, good morning, good morning, or afternoon, evening. Could be middle of the night. I don't know when you're watching because we go out not only from coast to coast, but from coast to coast here in the United States, but also all over the world. We've got people I know in the UK watching, and wherever you may be, I just hope that you are having a phenomenal day. Speaking of the day, as of the recording of this, and this live stream is going out on the 20th day of February in the year 2025, the year of our Lord, Anno Domini, AD. Not used as often as it once was, because now they're using the CE, the Common Era, more and more, and we see that as people are trying to get away from religion and denying that Jesus Christ is still Lord. And I say that he is because if that offends you, it's on you, not me. I'm just, it's just my saying, my belief. How's everybody doing out there? I see lots of people in the chat coming in this morning. I've seen possibly people coming in, going out. Skip that. I'm going to double check. I'm going to do my sound check here. Oh, sound sounds good. Sounds good from what I can tell. Right. I've also realized that I kind of need. So what happens, I guess this microphone is designed to pick up from more of a distance. So my understanding from what I'm getting is that I need to kind of pull back from the mic a little bit to be heard even better than if I go forward. So I'm relaxed. I'm having a good day. We have things to celebrate already, and that's really cool. So I just want to thank everybody for coming in this morning, getting me awake. I had a late night last night. I got to tell you, guys, I could not get to sleep. My allergies are still bothering me, and not as bad yesterday as some other days. But what happened, like for some reason, I fell asleep in the middle of the day, took a nap that I didn't want to take, like between 4 and 6 p.m. ish. It was also raining at that time. So I don't know if the rain triggered me to nap, because I actually sleep to rain sounds. And so I fell asleep, and then I couldn't get back to sleep when I needed to at night. So I was watching the pro show last night as I was editing. By the way, I have a new vlog coming out at some point in time today. I'm not sure when it's going to come out. It might come out after the T3PO show. That show might lead into the vlog, but it's basically MegaCon days 2, 3, and 4. I've already uploaded it. Everything is cleared. I just got to put all the other stuff in for YouTube. So that's the description and the hashtags and the ending elements of the video. I haven't created a thumbnail for it yet. So if anybody's got any great ideas on that, you can, but it's MegaCon days 2, 3, and 4, and it features panels from the Breakfast Club. That's going to be Ali Sheedy, Molly Ringwald, Judd Nelson, and what's the fourth guy's name? Not Emilio Estevez, because he wasn't there, but I can remember his name. What is his name? I don't know why I can't remember. The kid from National Lampoon's Vacation. And then I also have the Smallville panel on the MegaCon vlog. A lot more of the Smallville panel. And that people from Smallville. Names are not something that stick in my head very well anymore when it comes to celebrities. For some reason, I don't know why, but your guys' names stick in my head, like Izzo's Place, who just popped in and says, "Hey, Ron," and "Hey, chat." Well, hey, Izzo's Place, good to see you in the chat today. By the way, on your way in, if you don't mind, please do click that like button. That like button will help us out so much. two things on YouTube. Obviously, subscriptions help, the like buttons help, and then watching videos all the way through. So if you come in and watch one of my vlog videos, or you go watch older stuff, a lot of good older vlogs on the channel. When you watch them all the way through, that is the thing that helps out this channel more than anything else. YouTube loves the algorithm picks up on time watched. So if you go back through some of my old videos, I think you'll find some that are really, really enjoyable to watch, and just watch them all the way through. Whenever you have time, whenever you like, you go, okay, I want to let's see what this Ron Bradley guy's really been all about over the past few years. Go back through, watch a vlog from beginning to end, and just enjoy it. I hope you guys do that from time to time, because it will help the channel out a whole lot. Hey, Braylon, good to see you in the chat. Good morning, Fairbricks. Everybody's saying hi to each other. I appreciate that. You guys, I appreciate each and every one of you. As I'm telling you, I need energy to be here and to get this job done. And at my age, the goals that I have are challenging at any age, especially challenging as I get older, and I'm trying to start working out again and get my energy back and try to get my youth back and lose body fat, weight, and gain muscle and all these things. It is tough, but you guys provide me with energy, right? You guys are the reason that I can be here every single day, and I'm so grateful to each and every one of you. So grateful, because, guys, as you know, just like the Transformers need their energon, you are my energon. That this gets this guy up in the morning, that this gets this guy to transform and roll out of bed to be here with you.
A toast, Autobots. Boy, these are good. I needed to refuel. Energy. This stuff's the greatest.
So let's say hi to everybody coming in this morning. We've got Kathleen Fantazi. That's my mom, was actually first through the door today. Hi, Mom. Hope you're doing okay. I know allergies are killing you today as well. We've got Native Hawaiian says aloha and good morning, and welcome, Native Hawaiian, to the wrenching game, because you are now a mod on the channel, and I appreciate you wrenching. Ruby Hoove is here. Hey, dear. Hello, all. Ruby Hoove says hello, all. I am so happy to see you in the chat, Ruby Hoove. I love the thing about Ruby Hoove is, like, we see Ruby Hoove in a lot of the chats for the pro show and for culture and for everywhere, and so we just, like, people like you, when I see you, Native and Ruby and Juliet, just across the board, it gets me so excited that I can be part of this team of people who are really trying to make the whole world great again, right? Not just America, but like the whole world. We just want it to be a better place to live, more fair place to live. Juliet is here, and we're gonna talk about the little gifty in just a moment. Fairbricks Studio says, hello, Ron and chat, all the way across the pond. Juliet and Fairbricks both coming in from the UK. Welcome in, Wayne. Welcome in, Juliet. Dylan Soup is here and says, hey, Ron, sup, chat? And Fairbricks saying hi to Dylan, and Native saying hi to Ruby Hoo, Fairbricks, and Dylan, and Fairbricks saying I'm back. Woohoo! And then we also have Andy W. Good morning. Hope everyone is having a great week. I am having a week. It's hard to believe it's Thursday. I don't know how the days get to, like, it's just time passes so fast. And there's so much more that I want to get done than I get done. That's my biggest issue. I can't believe I actually got the editing done on my MegaCon vlog last night, but I did. So I'm happy about that. We've got the Bud Files are here. Sue and the Bud Files. Good morning, Fairbricks. And hello. And Juliet saying hello. And Dude Man Cause. Dude Man Cause. Oh, what's up, dude? Good morning. Hi, all. He says Juliet and Fairbrooks, and everybody's saying hi to everybody in the chat. And my mom says, I just took a Benadryl. My allergies are awful. I took loratadine. Loratadine is the actual medication that is supposed to help with the allergy. And I can't remember the over-the-counter name of it. But hopefully that helps a lot. Izzo's place is here. Saw Izzo's place come in, and Braylon Lee is here. What is up, Bray? Good to see you in the chat. Are you working today? Or are you out? We've got Equus Hart says, good morning, all. Oh, man, I can feel the stuffy. I can feel this. Hey, what is up? Going Shogi is here. Good morning, Going Shogi. How's California doing? I've been wondering. And also, we have a couple of things to celebrate right off the bat this morning. Look at this. Ruby Hoove gifted a membership. Right off the bat, we got a giftie. And that went to Maritza's Yarn and Crafts. So congratulations, Maritza's Yarn and Crafts. You've got a brand new Follow the Bradley's Fun membership to enjoy. And so member benefits, as I start doing a lot more videos, a lot of the videos that are going to come out are going to be members first. So and we will do that by levels of membership. So I know that Vinny T has the highest level of membership. For example, she's got the minivan. So the minivan is the highest level of membership support. Gets you the most things. All of my I had to name all my support levels after transportation methods at Walt Disney World. The friendship boat is I love that method of transportation. I take it a lot. I enjoy the friendship boats a lot, but they're also the slowest way to get around. So that became the lowest membership. But it's fun, still enjoyable, absolutely enjoyable. I love that. I love the friendship boats. Then I think we've got the Skyliner, which is the next level up. Probably my favorite method of transportation at Disney is the Skyliner. And the next free method of transportation is the monorail. That's the classic. That's the old school. And so that's the next highest level. And then you got the minivan, and that is the level that at the Magic Kingdom at Walt Disney World you have to pay for. So that's the highest level. Then we've got a $2 super chat, or not $2, sorry, 2 British pounds. I believe those are 2 British pounds. Good afternoon. Follow the Bradleys in chat. Well, I appreciate that, Juliet. Thank you so much for that support. And you know what we love to do on this channel. When we get that kind of support from you guys out there, we gotta celebrate. Yes, it's Florentin. I don't know if you've seen the cars driving around Orlando. If you're here, I think you are here, right? Aren't you in Orlando? The cars are loaded with what I call cheese dust. Lately, the last 2 weeks, I'm even when I'm in traffic, I look over the cars and I just see it. They're loaded with cheese. I call it cheese dust. It's kind of it's more of an orangish almost, more than yellow. It's kind of yellow orange, but it's like it literally is just the cars are packed with it. I've got actually. I think I can show a picture. I might be able to. What it looks like here in Orlando. It's pretty nasty. Let me see if I can do this. I might be able to find it in my photos. So let me see if I can. I'm going to look for this real quick because I know that I took a picture of a car that's got that's just loaded down with that cheese dust looking stuff. Oh, here it is. Here it is. Let me see if I can blow this up so I can get the license plate out of the picture. There we go. All right. I'm going to put a picture on the screen. You're going to see exactly what this looks like. I took this like in just the last week. And you're going to see exactly what this stuff looks like. And let me see here. Okay. So I call this the cheese dust. You can see it in this photograph. So here's a car. Do you see all that dust on top of it? It's probably not coming through in the photograph all that well, but it looks like just this nasty looking cheese dust stuff. And like, look, the window is coated. The back of this is coated. This is just a random car in our parking lot out there. But I mean, this stuff is flying through the air here in Orlando, and it is everywhere. And it begins at the very end of January, at the tail end of January, the last couple days of January, I start feeling it. 1st of February, it kicks in so bad. And the entire month of February, probably through March, I need to take my loratadine every single day. And then all the way into about the first week of April, it subsides. And it's literally clockwork every single year. It's like this here in Orlando. And so this stuff is coating all of the cars. And it is, I'm telling you, it's so nasty. It is just, and because this is the stuff that we're breathing in the air. And it's super, super high density pollen, just ugh, yuck. But that is not the crux of the day. What I do want to show today is my spread shop. So at Follow the Bradley's Fun, you can buy stuff like this. Make Disney Walt Again hat. And what I want to let you know, the celebration that we had, by the way, that was for celebrating a gifted membership and a super chat. I love to celebrate all those things. You guys know that. If you're new to the channel, you might not know, but we do those dance celebrations. Anytime people support the channel through becoming a member or gifted memberships, or even if you buy something from the spread shop, PayPal, buy me coffee. I think the PayPal link is in the pinned comment above. And I'm going to start a lot more with Buy Me a Coffee, which is our Patreon. Our Patreon is not called Patreon. And it's because I like the format of it's. I don't like the name Buy Me a Coffee because I don't even drink coffee. I call it Buy Me a Dole Whip. But you'll see if you go over there what that is. Hey, what's up, Tommy Doyle? I see you over there. And my beautiful wife has come into the chat. There's Tommy Doyle at work stopping by to say hi. And my beautiful wife, Virginia Bradley Adventures, is in the chat. Yay. Good morning, baby. So here is the spread shop. You've got them, there's my hat, my Make Disney Walt Again hat. And Make Disney Walt Again stuff, I'd love to sell as much stuff as that. By the way, you can change the color of any of these things. So if you see a t-shirt that you like, if you want to make it red, you can. This is only $23, and this is a really nice t-shirt, by the way. But the nice thing is you can make it any color. Make it orange if you want. Just to freak people out. Orange. a lot of different colors available for the t-shirts, right? So you've got any of these color t-shirts you wear. If you don't want to make it red, you can make it. I love the dark gray. But You've got this design. I've only got 3 designs, well, 4 designs technically up on the spread shop right now, but more are coming, I promise. Here is the t-shirt with the fedora design, and change the color of that, of course. That is the fedora that if you by the way, if you ever see me in the park, you're probably going to see me wearing this fedora. So if you happen to see that, you see me and you notice me walking around, please come up and do say hi, because as those of you who I've met know, I love people. I'm a people person, and I really enjoy talking to you guys. And then of course we've got the Follow the Bradley's Fun Basic Men's Premium t-shirt over here, and it has our family logo on it. Deep navy. What are these other colors? Asphalt gray. Ooh, I don't know if I like the asphalt gray. The colors don't pop on that. There we go. That's the one I like. The charcoal gray. So there it is, the Follow the Bradley's Fun Premium t-shirt. So any of that, even if those are sold during the show, we celebrate all of that. Go and Shogi, thank you so much for putting the link out there in the chat. There is link. Go and Shogi is, I always appreciate your moderating and putting up those links, and we got good links ready to go. That's awesome. So yes, we definitely appreciate that. We've got some stories to get to today. What time is it? It's about 10 o'clock. You guys know that I always use this first half hour to kind of talk to the chat and welcome you guys in and get chatty and kind of also I'm waking up. I've got my cheers, by the way, to my Big Shot Scream team. You know what this is? The Stratosphere Tower in Las Vegas. This cup is 25 years old. This is from when I was working at the top of the Stratosphere as a caricature artist. I cannot believe 20 time is so weird. The older you get, the weirder time is. Just the amount of time that goes by so just ridiculously fast. It's crazy. It is crazy how time goes by. But there are several stories that I want to get to today. But again, I love celebrating you guys. Ruby Hoove, get the membership. £2 chat from Juliet. And before we start the first story, I think that we should have our brand new Culture Bear celebration. Rawr! Culture Bear dancing away. What I want to talk about first on the show today is this little faux pas, this little funny moment from Luke. I know you guys have probably seen this. I don't think I've talked about it. I don't think I've addressed it on the show yet. So this is out of That Park Place. Star Wars actor Mark Hamill loses his pants at BAFTA award show while presenting in the latest humiliation by Mr. Marvin Montanaro over there at That Park Place. There he is. Mark Hamill is Luke Skywalker. Mark Hamill may have survived the 2 duels with Darth Vader, but he finally met his match at the BAFTAs, his own pants. Oh, boy. In a moment more awkward than kissing your twin sister, Hamill's trousers abandoned ship mid-speech, dropping faster than Boba Fett into the mouth of the Sarlacc. As he scrambled to pull them up, the actor's shaky hands and panicked expression seemed to imply that he had a bad feeling about this. Don't believe me? Check it out in the video below. then watch it over and over and over again. Here's the video. I think it's safe to play.
So what makes us love cinema so much that we're all gathered here to celebrate tonight? For me, it's that films create worlds so vivid and stories so powerful.
Oops, there they
that
go.
We lose ourselves in them completely.
Apparently he's lost his pants.
Immersive cinematic landscapes that feel alive, whether they're set here in London.
Whoopsie daisy. Oh my goodness. Talk about an embarrassing moment on live TV. Should we replay that? Let's just replay it.
So what makes us love cinema so much that we're all gathered here to celebrate tonight? For me, it's that films create worlds so vivid and stories so powerful.
There goes the pants.
That we lose ourselves in them completely. They create immersive cinematic landscapes that feel alive, whether they're set here in London.
Pull up those pants.
Anywhere.
Pull up those pants, Mark. Quick, pull them up. Pull them up. Oh, gosh. You know, celebs are people too. Mario Nawfal wasted no time delivering a forceful blow on X. Quote, the man who lectures America on politics can't even keep his own pants up, he said. The force wasn't with him this time. Indeed, the man famous for battling the empire was thwarted by a faulty waistband. Witnesses, including Timothy Chalamet and Ariana Grande, watched in disbelief as Hamill's dignity took a nosedive worthy of a TIE fighter crash. Hamill tried to pull them back up without too much fuss, but as a wise person once told him, do or do not. There is no try. Oh my gosh. But Hamill's pants aren't the only thing that's been slipping in recent years. The Star Wars legend has become better known for political meltdowns than his movie magic. His BAFTA blunder is just the latest chapter in a saga of unhinged rants, including a now infamous appearance on the Politican podcast hosted by California Governor Gavin Newsom, or as we like to call him, Gavin Newscum. Marshawn Lynch, and Doug Hendrickson. During the podcast, Hamill's behavior was more Joker than Jedi. Disheveled, shaking, and slurring his words, he launched into a tirade against Trump's re-election with all the composure of Anakin Skywalker after being denied a seat on the council. I was devastated, Hamill lamented, setting the stage for a rant more tangled than his trousers.
I never, like you, to your question, I never became active until wanting to make sure that, first of all, I was devastated. I want to get rid of the Electoral College because Hillary beat him by 3 million votes, just a shy under 3 million. And Gore beat W by 500,000. And it was making me crazy because I started reading about the Electoral College. Oh my God, this is remnants of slave days when they were trying to, proportion the amount of votes with, how many slaves you own. And it's awful. But anyway, so that and Citizens United, I'd like to get rid of.
That does not understand the necessity of the Electoral College. The Electoral College exists specifically to represent all of the United States rather than just California and New York, for example. But it wouldn't matter because in this last election, Trump won the popular vote, so it wouldn't have mattered either way. As a matter of fact, it would have made him look like more of a landslide than it did. On social media, Hamill's battles have been just as chaotic. He proudly admitted to muting critics faster than the Millennium Falcon can make the Kessel Run, saying, I looked up one day and realized I'd been muting people for 40 minutes. Even Hamill's family has tried to intervene. His daughter once pleaded with him to tone down his political tweets, but much like his waistband, Hamill rebelled. I love my country and I feel it's patriotic duty to oppose this sociopath. I forget the other word, whatever it was. With every fiber of my being, Hamill slurred, who cares if I lose a part in a movie because I hate an orange atrocity? I do, and I want people to know that. The BAFTA wardrobe malfunction feels like the perfect metaphor for Hamill's current state. A once revered hero now fumbling through the spotlight. From pants to politics, it seems Hamill just can't keep it together. One thing's certain, the Force may have been with Luke Skywalker, but for Mark Hamill, it's barely holding up his trousers. May the clean underwear be with you, Mark. You're going to need them. Oh my goodness gracious. What a funny story that is. Just I don't know. Hamill is Hamill. It's sad because in the last several years, we have not only seen the decline of Star Wars as a franchise. People, ever since the Rey movies started, episode 7, 8, 9, the Disney Star Wars era, people have been leaving Star Wars just fast, right? I'm not a fan anymore. It kind of stinks because something that was so great as far as pop culture was concerned, which is Star Wars. Star Wars was one of the greatest things in pop culture history. And to see it be ruined as much as it has was bad enough. But then you have the hero of the Star Wars films that we all still love is kind of made those films even worse by his recent takes. So now, not only can he not hold his own in a political conversation, he also cannot even hold up his pants. And there you go. So I see that Arlene Navo has come into the chat. Mark, whammy. Now he's going to blame his belt integrity on MAGA. That's funny. Yeah, he now has a new understanding of the Force. Gravity. Oh my gosh. Okay, I'd rather stick myself with a hot poker in my ears than listen to Mark ramble on. I'll save you. No more Mark for this stream, okay? How about that? Go and Shogi. He has quite a lot in common with Kamala. Word. Yeah. I mean, they both go on these sounding like drunk men. He's got to lay off the green milk. Gotta let that green milk, man. It gets to you. It gets to you. I mean, he certainly doesn't act like he cares. That's for sure. And off to the retirement home for you, apart from voice acting roles, I guess. I mean, he can just put a microphone in front of him at the home and he's fine, right? Arlene Navo, fun fam. What a story to drop into. I see what you did there. Good on you, Arlene. What is Mark Hamill's Joker laugh? Mark Hamill's Joker kind of sounds like this. Oh, Batman. Oh, man, what a guy. Oh, how the mighty have fallen, and so have their pants. You are correct, Arlene. You are correct. Oh, getting on to the next story of the day. Oh, my goodness gracious me. This is a big one. And this one has to do with, what have we been talking about? We've been talking about Captain Falcon, all right? You know, I was trying to watch this new movie about Captain America, and I was like, what is this Falcon movie? I don't even know what I'm watching here. It's so weird, wild. Wow. I watched it. A Hulk turned green. Green Hulk, supposed to be green. He turned red. What was that about? Wow. I don't know. So, yeah. We're going to be talking about this Falcon movie. This Falcon movie... if you've seen it, let me know in the chat. If you have seen it or haven't seen it, let me know in the chat. And also let me know in the chat if you are planning on going to the movie theater to watch this movie, or if you plan on staying home to watch this movie on streaming, or if you plan on never watching this movie at all because it's a pop culture failure. You would be surprised, I think, if Christopher Walken was the Red Hawk. I'd be way more interested. That would be interesting to see Christopher Walken as Thaddeus Ross, right? You know, Ben, I don't know what happened to him, but I'm hoping that maybe something different, a little bit different, happens to me. I'm getting angry. Don't make me angry. I promise you wouldn't like me when I'm angry. I'm not likable at all. Banner walking. What is up, Kevin from Tuber Chat? If you got a channel and you want it to grow, you got to connect with Tuber Chat. Tuber Chat Connect and Grow. It literally does exactly what the title of the channel says. It helps you connect with other YouTubers and helps you grow your channel. And you guys grow. It's so, the Tuber Chat was vital to my growth as a YouTuber, and he helps so much in everything. Everything they do is 100% on the level. It's just connecting you with other people that you can support their channel while they're supporting your channel. So I owe so much to Kevin, and I appreciate that. So thank you so much, Tuber Chat, for coming in, saying hi, and sharing on Reddit, and saying hi to everybody. How did Vinny Barbarino? I think that's a little bit. Oh, Mr. Cat there. Oh, wow. Mr. Yeah, I guess, the early Vinny Barbarino did sound a little bit like Christopher Walken. It's a little bit. Mr. Cat here. What? Up your nose with the rubber hose, Mr. Cat here. Up your nose with the rubber hose. Is that what he said back in the day? Man, I remember watching that show when I was a kid. Gosh, I was young. That was 1970s. That was pre Grease, even. So, wow, long time ago. Long time ago. So anyway, we're talking about the new Captain America Brave New World movie. And nobody in the chat saying that you've seen it, so I'm assuming nobody in chat. My biggest problem with the Brave New World movie was that they dragged in the worst, and that was the fact that in the Eternals, they claimed that the Earth was a giant egg for a Celestial. The Celestial would be a humanoid type being, the size of a planet, and that the Earth was basically a type of an egg for a celestial being. And it didn't matter if other lives lived on that planet, that the Celestial would pop out and the Earth would be destroyed, right? It would blow up. Not blow up, but it would crack like an egg. It's just the dumbest thing ever. Another reason it's dumb is because even as the Celestial started to emerge, they show an adult Celestial, so that also doesn't make any sense. There's just so many things that it's just dumb. It's just, even if you put that in a comic book, and maybe you could say that could work in a comic book, it can't work in a movie. Certain things do not translate from comic book to movie. I'm sorry, they just don't. And I don't think the creators of the movies understand that. The storyline was handled absolutely. You're right, that Service Dog. It's horrible. I don't know why you would put that in a movie, that a big giant man creature is going to pop out of the earth. That's the dumbest thing ever. Well, they brought that element over into this element, and they claim that that's where adamantium is coming from. So they've completely changed comic book lore about adamantium also. So the fact that that was a central point in this movie was just, from that point on, I'm like, this movie is pointless. This is a dumb movie. That, and then you have the leader who's supposed to be incredibly intelligent and with probabilities and stuff, getting very easily defeated and put in. And then the Red Hulk thing is just. It's so bad. Like, this movie, if you turn your brain off and watch some of the fighting scenes, you can go, okay, that fighting scene was kind of cool. But the problem with those scenes is that we've seen them before. And then Falcon, you know how Falcon wins against the Red Hawk because he's got no powers? Falcon looks at the Red Hulk and says, think of your daughter, think of these trees, and then the Red Hulk changes back into Harrison Ford. It's so dumb. They didn't just give Adamantium a backstory. They gave Adamantium the absolute dumbest, most ridiculous backstory they could possibly have. And they made it as something that only showed up recently, which is dumb. It's so dumb. It's just, that's the whole story. Like, the more I think about Falcon and Winter Soldier, I keep wanting to call this movie The Falcon and the Winter Soldier the movie, because it's not Captain America. He's not Captain America. He doesn't represent America. I mean, that's the thing. He never in this movie does he represent America, right? And that's what Captain America is about, is representing America, is being Captain America. It's in the name. And Falcon as Captain America doesn't represent Captain America. It's the dumbest thing ever. Anthony Mackie as Falcon, or the Great Eagle, or whatever the heck you want to call him, other than Captain America, is fine. But he's not Captain America. Yeah. And this is true. All life on Earth would have ended before the hatching process got that far. More importantly, if the Earth was an egg for a giant celestial, it would not have the other things that we need on it for life. So it's so dumb. It's way beyond that thing where you can turn off your brain and suspend your disbelief. It's so far beyond that. So that being said, let's look at what they think this movie might do in its second weekend. Now, so far, it's grossed about 100 million at the domestic box office, just a little bit over 100 million, I believe, at the domestic box office. But it looks like Captain America, Brave New World, or as I like to call it, Falcon in a World of New Braves, is about to have up to, or maybe even more than, a 70% drop off in its second weekend at the box office, possibly. Let's take a look at the story out of thatparkplace.com. Captain America Brave New World predicted to have 70% drop on second weekend tracking for one of Marvel's worst box office performances. And this, of course, again, is out of That Park Place. And this is by WDW Pro, written on the 19th of February, 2025. There is that infamous picture of Harrison Ford as the Red Hulk. Although every time I see that picture, I really want to put his Indiana Jones hat on the top of it. The legacy media called it a $100 million opening weekend end, despite their sneaky use of 5 days to count as first weekend. We're holding them to it. As a result, Captain America Brave New World is on track for one of the steepest second weekend drops in the history of the Marvel Cinematic Universe, the MCU. Projections indicate that the film will plummet around 70% in domestic earnings, bringing in just over $30 million in its sophomore frame. If this trajectory holds, its worldwide haul for the second weekend will struggle to surpass 50 million, putting its long-term prospects in jeopardy. Should the film fail to reach the crucial $400 million global benchmark as it winds down its theatrical window, it will go down as one of Marvel Studios' biggest misfires and an outright embarrassment for the once unshakable franchise. There's Captain Falcon, Captain Eagle, not Captain America, Captain This Doesn't Represent America, in all of his duds right there. Anthony Mackie as Sam Wilson in Marvel Studios' Captain America Brave New World. Photo credit by Eli Ade. The projected 70% drop is among the worst declines ever for an MCU film, placing Brave New World in the same company as the Marvels with a 78% drop, drop in the second weekend, possibly Ant-Man and the Wasp Quantum Mania at 70%. The latter struggled to sustain momentum after its opening weekend, ultimately failing to turn a significant profit, and Brave New World now appears to be headed down a similar path. While high second weekend drop-offs have become more common in the post-pandemic era, the magnitude of this decline signals deeper concerns for the film and the broader MCU brand. Even when excluding the additional day from the President's Day holiday weekend, the film's adjusted 3-day debut of $88 million would still result in a troubling 66% drop. That kind of decline typically indicates a weak word of mouth, a lack of repeat viewings, or a general loss of audience interest, none of which bode well for the film's overall run. Again, 66% puts it in the lowest of the low MCU company. Perhaps even worse, Brave New World is performing better domestically than internationally. Whoa. Yes, Screen Time says Captain America Brave New World opens to a $192.4 million at the worldwide box office. Yes, it is lower internationally than it is domestically, which is not usually the case for a big MCU film. For context, its predecessor, Captain America Civil War 2016, made $1.15 billion worldwide, while The Winter Soldier 2014 and The First Avenger 2011 grossed $714 million and $370 million, respectively, for a mainline Captain America film to underperformed so significantly would signal serious brand fatigue. Adjusted for inflation and especially adjusted for the increased price of movie tickets specifically, returns for the newest Cap film is horrific. Several factors have contributed to the film's underwhelming box office performance. The most immediate issue appears to be its mixed reception. Critics have been lukewarm at best, with the film holding a 50% rating on Rotten Tomatoes. The Rotten Tomatoes. One of the lowest scores in MCU history. While the audience score is more favorable at 80%, that hasn't been enough to offset concerns for the film's overall quality. Additionally, seeming efforts from legacy media to present the film as a gigantic success in its first weekend, despite performing around the level of the Eternals, appears to have had no positive impact and may have wiped out even further confidence in legacy media and access media analysts. As we see Cosmic Marvel, Captain America Brave New World has already grossed over $204 million at the worldwide box office. The film has a budget of $180 million. That is one of those things that's kind of a truth and a lie at the same time. Why? Because that $180 million is a reported budget. I have heard things like that was the initial starting budget for the film, or maybe that was the cost only of reshoots. But my understanding is this ballooned well over that. So, Pro goes on to state, and if you believe Disney spent $180 million on this movie in total, it's time to get out of the job of reporting on movie financials. Adding to the problem is the film's B- cinema score, which historically signals poor word of mouth and weak legs at the box office. For comparison, Eternals and Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania, both of which received similar scores, experienced massive drop-offs after the respective openings and failed to gain traction in subsequent weeks. Another major factor is the film's troubled production. Reports of extensive reshoots and last-minute edits have plagued Brave New World, with Marvel Studios making significant changes well into post-production. The decision to remove several characters, including members of the Serpent Society, and alter key sequences, including the post-credits scene, may have contributed to a disjointed final product. While reshoots are common in big-budget filmmaking, the scale and frequency of changes to Brave New World suggest a lack of confidence in the film's direction. This picture always gets me, because every time I see this, I'm like, how did you not name him American Eagle? He just totally looks like American Eagle in yoga pants. The MCU is no longer the unstoppable box office juggernaut it once was. While major titles like Avengers Endgame, $2.79 billion, and Spider-Man No Way Home at $1.92 billion cemented Marvel's dominance. Recent years have seen diminishing returns. The franchise has suffered from an oversaturated release schedule, declining audience engagement, and over-reliance on interconnected storytelling that often prioritizes setup over standalone narratives. Brave New World was supposed to reinvigorate the Captain America brand, with Anthony Mackie's Sam Wilson fully stepping into the iconic role. Instead, its steep second weekend drop and lukewarm reception suggest that audiences aren't connecting with the film as Marvel had hoped. If the film continues its downward trajectory, it could force the studio to rethink its approach to future projects. The MCU's recent struggles raise pressing questions about its long-term viability and whether the franchise can recapture the magic that once made it the gold standard of blockbuster filmmaking. For now, Brave New World stands as a cautionary tale of a cinematic universe in crisis. We will leave that story right there because I believe that's where that story ends, with a cinematic universe absolutely in crisis. Oh, and I see OCDD93 has come into the house and says, good morning. Culture's up and running. Yes, Culture was up and running before my show today, so I already had the connection there. So we are heading straight into Culture Casino after today's show. I have one more story to get to. Then we're going to have Culture Casino. That runs into That Park Place Morning Magic. That runs into the WDW Pro Show at noon, which then runs into the T3PO, That Park Place podcast online show at 3 p.m., which I think, or maybe it's 4:30 p.m. today. Anyway, I will likely be a part of that show today, and at some point in time I got to get my MegaCon vlog up online. I don't know where it's going to be at, but yes, we definitely have the MegaCon thing. So okay, let's see the end of my Energon. Dear Access Media, access is only worthwhile when you're getting the priority to do good. Oh my gosh. Yes, Going Shogi, you are so correct. Does anybody else have a YouTube issue where the chat just kind of disappears? Like it's not even available for you? Because on my own device, I see that happens a lot to me. I don't know. YouTube, my YouTube app on my phone seems to have issues. I usually watch YouTube when I'll typically watch YouTube on TV and then I'll chat on my phone. So I'm like watching from two different places. Yeah, got to go back and click. Exactly. It's Florence, and it's man, it happens. Well, let's get to the last story of the day here, and that is something that they are possibly doing here at the Haunted Mansion at the Magic Kingdom. You saw it on the thumbnail. It's a DEI thing. It bothers me. It's a Stories Matter thing. It's a thing that I am not happy about at all. I'm not happy about it, not because of the actual change. I don't think the change is going to make much difference. Okay, so here's the thing. Like, I don't know if you guys have noticed, but the Stories Matter changes that they've made, such as the Native American scene in Peter Pan's Flight, it literally makes zero difference to your experience of the attraction. Zero difference. Changing Splash Mountain to Tiana's Bayou Adventure changes your experience of that ride because it was a much better story than before than it is with Tiana's Bayou Adventure, and it was better looking on the outside, especially than it is now as Tiana's Bayou Adventure. It looks like Broccoli Mountain, and I will die on that Broccoli Hill. That's my hill to die. Ooh, that could be the t-shirt. That could be the t-shirt. Broccoli Hill, not the hill to die on. Or let's see. Splash Mountain, I will die on this hill before I will ever ride a Broccoli Hill. I don't know. I will think. Go and Shogi, you've got all the good ideas for that. You can send me a good idea for that. But I'm getting ready to make my broccoli T-shirt, so we shall see how that ends up looking. Anyhow, let's get to this story. Let's put it on the screen. The Haunted Mansion changes coming to Walt Disney World. Permit filing raises eyebrows after Disneyland's controversial bride refurbishment. And yes, I lost my thrill on Broccoli Hill. Have you seen OCDD? Have you seen the song? Have you seen the parody that I did? It's on the channel, so definitely check that out if you haven't seen it yet. I've had my fill of Broccoli Hill. Yeah, I don't. The broccoli going wrong. So this is out of That Park Place by Marvin the Movie Monster Montanaro, editor-in-chief of That Park Place. Disney has filed a notice of commencement work for the Haunted Mansion in Walt Disney World's Magic Kingdom, sparking speculation that the attraction may soon see changes similar to the controversial bride updates recently made at Disneyland's Haunted Mansion. And there's our famous hitchhiking ghost. I love the hitchhiking ghost. They are iconic, and this attraction is one of my absolute favorites. This is the kind of attraction that Disney used to make where they actually created IP in their parks, and then that IP went out to the movies later. And while Pirates of the Caribbean has been the most successful doing that, this has had to, mid movies, but they're fun to watch kind of thing. But I wish that Disney focused more on doing that. Create the IP in your parks and then make movies about them, or do it at the same time. Would be great. But Iger is not about that. He's not creative. But Bob Iger is not a creative person. He is a purchasing person. He is a buyer. He's a shopper. That's what he does. And he's good at buying properties and then putting them in the hands of creatives who kill them. Not very good. They'll all end up in the Haunted Mansion as ghosts. The permit valid through October 31st. Ironically, valid through Halloween, interestingly enough. The permit valid through October 31st, 2025 lists Facilities Asset Management, FAM, as the overseeing body and MLC theming as the contractor. While Disney has not provided details on what this work will entail, MLC's theming involvement suggests that the changes may involve show elements rather than backstage infrastructure or ride system upgrades. This has left many wondering if Magic Kingdom's Haunted Mansion will undergo the same kind of politically motivated alterations that have upset many Disney fans at Disneyland. What happened at Disneyland's Haunted Mansion? Disneyland's Haunted Mansion recently underwent bride. The update replaced the outdated projection technology with a more sophisticated effect, making the bride appear to float before guests while holding a three-pronged physical candelabra. The beating red heart effect, a nod to the ride's original version, was also restored. However, while some might have praised this as an acknowledgement of the rich history of Disney Imagineering, it was anything but. What drew the most attention was Imagineering creative director Kim Irvine's explanation for the change. She admitted that the refurbishment was driven in part by concerns over modern sensitivities. I can't believe we've become more sensitive in modern times than in the past. That's weird. The bride that used to be in there was an axe offer of people. And in this day and age, we have to be really careful about the sensitivities of people, Irvine said. We were celebrating somebody chopping off her husband's heads. And it was a weird story. I know the fans. Some will like it and some will say, oh, you changed something again. That's our job. That's what we're here for. This comment solidified for many fans that Disney is more focused on virtue signaling than honoring the past. There seems to be no respect for the legends of the past. Rather, there seems to be almost a disdain for them and an overwhelming need to virtue signal and pander to the modern audience. Fans fear similar changes at the Magic Kingdom. With the new permit filed, many are concerned that the Magic Kingdom version of the Haunted Mansion could soon be subjected to similar sensitivity updates. While Disney has not officially announced any changes, the timing is suspicious, especially with MLC theming involved, a company known for working on thematic show elements rather than mechanical updates. Fans worry that this could mean the end of the Hanging Man scene and in the stretching room, an iconic part of the Haunted Mansion experience. There's always my way. Irvine has already stated that Imagineering has considered removing the Hanging Man due to modern sensibilities, saying, "We're still looking at that." Many Disney fans fear that more classic elements of the Haunted Mansion could be stripped away under the guise of avoiding offense, a pattern of fixing what isn't broken. The potential for changes at Magic Kingdom's Haunted Mansion is just the latest in a long line of Disney refurbishments that seem more about appeasing modern cultural pressures than enhancing the guest experience. From the removal of Splash Mountain in favor of Tiana's Bayou Adventure to the ongoing updates that prioritize political correctness over creativity, Disney fans are growing frustrated with the company's direction. Kim Irvine's comment that changing things is Imagineering's job has only fueled that frustration. Rather than preserving and plussing classic Disney attractions, many feel that Imagineering has become a tool for corporate virtue signaling, chipping away at the very elements that made Disney parks magical in the first place. While no official announcement has been made about the scope of the Haunted Mansion project at the Magic Kingdom, the involvement of the MLC theming and the timing of the permit raised concerns. If Disneyland's Haunted Mansion refurbishment is any indication, fans may soon see similar updates in Florida, whether they want them or not. For now, all eyes are on Walt Disney World as fans brace for what could be another controversial change to a beloved classic. Yeah, all I will say is that make Disney Walt again, people. And I hope people are buying the merch because this needs to go out. You need to wear this at Disneyland. Wear it at the Disney parks. Let people know that that we need to bring the Walt back to Disney. Disney is in the haunting the mansion better than the Ghostbusters. The unhaunting. The unhaunting. No one is celebrating on that side. Sheesh, it's creepy like haunted house. No celebration, just scary fun. Scary movie, same thing. These people are idiots. I cannot disagree with you on that one. So let us see here. We've got some great support from Ruby Hoove, gifted one Follow the Bradley's Fun membership. I believe that was to Baritz's Yarn and Crafts. Congratulations. And Julia, thank you for the £2 super. That meets our goal for a celebration. We love to celebrate on this show, so we've got to celebrate right now. And it's Florentine. I tell you, they've ruined a lot of things about Epcot for me. It's still my favorite park, sort of, on par with Animal Kingdom as far as the Disney parks are concerned. But hopefully, things will be changing for this family soon, and we'll be spending a lot more time at Universal Studios. Before we send you over, one last little celebration for who we're going to send you over to. Yes, we're going to send you over to culture right now. I want to thank everybody for being here today. Thank you for all of the support for Follow the Bradleys Fun. I will see you hopefully later today on the T3PO. And please do look out. If you don't have your notifications clicked, click the notifications. Of course, if you haven't liked this video, please do like it below. Leave comments if you're watching on the replay. And hopefully you watched all the way through. And please do look out in those notifications for when my new vlog on MegaCon drops, because there's some pretty cool elements of panels in there from the Breakfast Club. By the way, you won't see this in the video, but you should know that WDW Pro was sitting right next to me in the Breakfast Club panel. But I did my best to make sure that Pro is hidden in there, sprinkled in, but there's that Pro element. It's fun. WDW Pro is with me at the Breakfast Club panel, and we've got the Smallville panel on that. So keep those notifications clicked, because when you click it, you stick it to the YouTube algorithm, and you get notified of all of our uploads here at Follow Bradley's Fun, and especially that upload of MegaCon days 2, 3, and 4 that is coming later this afternoon. Thank you, everybody who is here, all of the members, all of the mods. We appreciate everything that you do. And until the next time, we will see you real soon. Tell Culture I said hi, that we're rating in. See you real soon. Bye, everybody. Ciao. Have a great rest of your day.